Hollywood couple Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith have confirmed their split, although it turns out they have, in fact, been separated since 2016. Talk show host Jada, 52, confirmed that the pair had split 7 years ago but had kept up appearances for their family as they are still working out what the future of their marriage looks like. Speaking to People magazine, Jada said, "We're still figuring it out. We've been doing some really heavy-duty work together. We just got deep love for each other, and we are going to figure out what that looks like for us." Will, 55, and Jada share 2 children together, Willow, 22, and Jaden, 25. Speaking about their kids, the mum added, "My children, they're little gurus. They've taught me a deep sense of self-acceptance." Jada and Will's turbulent relationship has been a hot topic for some years, with many fans speculating whether they were in fact together following Jada's affair and other public outbursts. Here, the Mirror takes a look at the biggest questions their secret split has raised. Oscars slap Will shocked fans when he astonishingly slapped Chris Rock on stage at the Oscars last year. The movie star confronted comedian Chris, 58, during the live broadcast of the awards ceremony over a joke that had been made about his wife's alopecia. Although it's now emerged that weren't even together at the time. In the Tell All People chat, Jada explained that she and Will had even been living separately. Afterwards, Will issued a groveling statement where he apologized for his actions. "Violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive," he began. "My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are a part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear and I reacted emotionally," Will explained. "I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness," he continued. In the latest interview, Jada broke her silence on the incident. "I thought, this is a skit," she admitted. "I was like, there's no way that will hit him," Jada said. "It wasn't until Will started to walk back to his chair that I even realized it wasn't a skit." The first words she uttered to Will once they were alone after the show were, "Are you okay?" Showing her support for Smith, she said, "I'm going to be by his side, but also allow him to have to figure this out for himself." Saucy Margot snaps. In 2013, Will's close relationship with co-star Margot Robbie came under scrutiny after photos emerged of the pair getting cozy as they appeared to undress in a photo booth. In the snaps, published in Star magazine, the actress, 23 at the time, lifted up her top to expose her white lacy bra, while Will, 45 at the time, pulled up his top behind her, pressing his bare chest against her. Margot, who was single at the time, took to Twitter to defend the pictures, saying they were just goofing around while they were working together on the set of Focus. She wrote, "Been working non-stop, just catching my breath. There's absolutely no truth to the ridiculous rumor in Star Mag. It's disappointing that goofing around on set could be taken so out of context." However, reports suggested that the pair were alone together and that Will had carried her back to his trailer after posing for the snaps, where he is pictured with his arms around her. A source told Mail Online, "They didn't seem to care if anyone saw them do this. Then they took off, giggling, with her riding on his back and being carried, holding him tight with her head resting on his neck and back as they headed toward his trailer." So what was the truth? Were Will and Jada on a break? Legendary love with Tupac. In the past, Will admitted he had struggled with his wife's relationship with Tupac Shakur at the start of their marriage and that he was tortured by their connection. The 55-year-old actor revealed he had raging jealousy over their previous relationship. The Hollywood star has shared details in his memoir, titled Will, and said that the friendship between his wife and the late rapper made him feel insecure. Jada was high school friends with Tupac, and after a tough start to life, they managed to fight their way from under the weight of abuse and neglect to reach the heights of success they achieved. Will revealed that he was wary of the friendship when he started dating Jada. Writing in his memoir, Will shared, though they were never intimate, their love for each other is legendary. They defined ride or die. He added, "In the beginning of our relationship, my mind was tortured by their connection. He was Pac. And I was me." Describing Tupac, Will said that the late rapper had a fearless passion that was intoxicating, a militant morality, and a willingness to fight and die for what he believed was right. Will said that he felt inadequate in Tupac's presence and that this was the feeling he had when his younger brother Harry would stand up to their abusive father. Will continued, "I was in a room with Tupac on multiple occasions, but I never spoke to him. The way Jada loved Pac rendered me incapable of being friends with him. I was too immature." Tupac tragically died in 1996 at the age of 25 and Will married Jada the following year. But is her true love with Tupac something he couldn't get over? Jada's affair with Son's pal in 2020, Jada shocked fans when she confessed to having an affair with August Alsina, a friend of her son's, and spilt the details for all to know on her Facebook show Red Table Talk. Jada and Will delved into their marriage after August shared claims he and Jada had a years-long affair with the blessing of her husband. During the discussion, Jada referred to her relationship with August, which lasted 4 years, as an entanglement. Will explained how he and Jada came to the decision to part as they thought they were going to end their marriage, prior to her hooking up with August. Jada explained face-to-face on camera to her husband how being with August made her feel as she revealed that he gave her joy, sending shockwaves through Hollywood. However, the husband and wife denied that Will gave his blessing to the extramarital relationship. During the chat, Jada clarified that her husband didn't have to give the new love rival permission because they were over, almost indefinitely. She said, "As time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement, with August. You giving permission only circumstances myself. August was probably trying to communicate. I could see how he would perceive it as permission as we were separated amicably. He wanted to make it clear he's not a home wrecker. Which he's not." In a separate interview with Gayle King, the I Am Legend star insisted there has never been infidelity in his marriage after Rebel Wilson made a joke about his best performance being okay with all his wife's boyfriends. The award-winning actor was quick to shut down continued speculation about his marriage, telling Gayle, "Never. There's never been infidelity in our marriage." He said the pair talk about everything with each other and we have never surprised one another with anything ever. Why was so much made of the fling if Will and Jada weren't together? Open grown-up relationship in 2021, after years of rumors, Will admitted that his marriage to wife Jada is not monogamous. The actor said they both came to the realization that for them marriage can't be a prison. At the time though, it's now emerged they weren't even together. We have given each other trust and freedom, with the belief that everybody has to find their own way, he told GQ. and I don't suggest our road for anybody, but the experiences, that the freedoms that we've given one another, and the unconditional support, to me, is the highest definition of love. In the past, they had alluded to having an unconventional union, with Pinkett Smith once saying they are free to do whatever they want in their grown relationship. Forced wedding. In a 2018 episode of Red Table Talk, Jada's chat show, Will appeared as a guest as his wife declared that she had never wanted to get married. The couple tied the knot on New Year's Eve 1997 at the Gothic-style Cloisters Castle, close to her Baltimore hometown. Jada, who was pregnant with their son at the time of their wedding, stressed how she eventually decided to go ahead with tying the knot after feeling unsure because she wanted to placate her mother. She also admitted that she knew she had fallen pregnant from the moment Jaden was conceived, adding, "I knew the moment after the act that I was pregnant." She went on to reveal that she cried that whole night realizing that my life was never gonna be the same once she became a mother. She added, "I really didn't wanna get married." Will then responded, laughing, "We only got married because Gammy was crying." Jada responded, "It was almost as if Gammy was like, 'You have to get married, so let's talk about the wedding.' I was under so much pressure, being a young actress, being young, and I was just like pregnant, and I was just like, I didn't know what to do, but I just knew. I was like, I never wanted to be married." Jada's mother Adrienne then recalled, "I remember feeling very strongly and wanting you guys to be married. I do remember that, but I don't remember your rejection of the idea of marriage. I remember the rejection of the idea of a wedding but not of a marriage." The mom of two continued, "And now Gammy done gone to Will crying about I don't want a wedding, and now am being forced to have a wedding, when really I just wanted it to be the two of us on a mountain, 'cause I was like, this is serious business." Adrienne then said, "Sorry that I didn't respect your wishes, and that she was selfish for insisting on the full ceremony as Jada was my only child." In the talk, both Jada and Will did agree their marriage was the right call, but Jada and Adrienne did admit the wedding was horrible. Was the marriage doomed to fail?
Just need